And of the hour, the DeRaburnshow. We have a special guest here with me. I have Courthouseful from YouTube. If you don't already, subscribe to his YouTube. He's got 13 subscribers. Get him more. I recommend it. Courthouse, say hi.
Hi.
Today, basically, me and him will be discussing about the top 100 players of 2012 in NFL football. Now, you already saw my first video where I did a kind of a sort of a free agent thing. So here's the second part to the free agent thing. This is NFL rank. You're going to hear my internet go really slow, so if you hear the noise in the background, don't mind it. So first, Courthouse, we're going to go through the top 10 people, and then we'll do another Q&A video. We'll do top 15 to top 30. What are your views on Aaron Rodgers?
Even though I'm a Bears fan, I gotta say he's actually gonna probably have another good season because I didn't see much of it, but I saw the first preseason game when they played the Chargers, and their backup QB seemed like a pretty good. So if he ever gets injured, I think he has a reliable backup.
Yeah.
To help him.
And I think Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy draft. This is my fantasy. He's on my #1 fantasy quarterback. So I'm hoping he have another Super Bowl-like season. And yeah, let's get on the number 2 overall, and it's Drew Brees. Now I'll start off this one, and then I'll let Courthouse say what he has to say. But I find Drew Brees as a very high potential quarterback. He's such a great guy. He knows the game of football. His team this year has had so many struggles with the stupid lockout and the whole transaction thing, and the fact that his team lost so many players due to the stupid bounty thing. So I feel that he's going to overcome that, and he's going to have a potentially winning record season like he did last year. And yeah, that's my view of him.
I don't necessarily agree with the record because with like Sean Payton not be able to coach or even have any contact about games and stuff like that, I still think he's gonna have probably good. I think he's gonna be able to throw good. It's just his defense is not gonna be that good enough to help win games. So like I think he's still gonna have a good season. It's just their record because of their defense isn't gonna.
Yeah.
The record is gonna be good because their defense is not gonna be very good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Now, third guy on this list, and this guy is surprising to me. I didn't realize he was gonna be number 3 overall, but the fans rank him number 1. It is the very own from Detroit, Calvin Johnson.
Well, personally, I believe in the Madden curse, so I really think he's gonna have not probably a season-ending injury, but most likely like a season one that would probably put him up for a good 7, 8, 9 weeks, and that won't be very good.
My view is Calvin Johnson. He's on the front cover of Madden 13. I think people have a high stake for him. They want him to do well. They don't want him to struggle. And I totally respect that. I think Calvin's a great guy. He's had so many great seasons. Even though he's only had 5 seasons, he's still a pretty good guy. I would actually want him on my fantasy football team. Unfortunately, I could not draft him. So number 4 we have overall is a very big surprise why he was not in the top 3, and that is Tom Brady. Now, I will start this one off. We'll do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I go, you go, I go. Sorry about that. I interrupted you, but Tom Brady, I find he's just a great overall quarterback. You know, you hear all these stories about him saying like he sucks or he's not good enough or he lost in the Super Bowl. You gotta remember this guy was on fire 2 years ago when he led his team to a 60. I think no, it was actually 3 years ago. Led them to a 16-0 record, but they lost in the Super Bowl. So, you know, you gotta think about this guy. He's had such an amazing career. He will definitely be in the Hall of Fame. I don't even think that will not even be possible. And yeah.
Well, Tom Brady is an elite quarterback. It's just that when it comes to his team, he would like to have a running back, but they don't have the money enough to pay for that good, and also because of not having enough money, they can't have that good of a defense. So that's one of the reasons why they lost the Super Bowl, because the Giants just drove right down the field and scored. in the final seconds. And the Giants have a pretty good defense. The Giants have reliable defense. It's just with Tom Brady can be somewhat inconsistent. So if the Patriots had like somewhat of a decent defense, they would have a better shot of winning a Super Bowl.
Good point. Good point. Now, the next guy I have, this is gonna be the top 10 I told you all in the beginning of the video. If y'all are just joining the video, this is Courthouseful. Subscribe to his YouTube. Follow him on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. The next guy on the list, and I think Courthouse should be surprised about this, but this is Darrell Revis. Now, I haven't quite seen Darrell do as much, only because I don't follow the Jets. I follow the Falcons because I live here in Atlanta, so that's kind of like the team. But I mean, Darrell's a great guy. He's been in considerable Heisman considerations when he was in college. But I mean, I haven't really seen him. You know, it's a weird thing I say. Well, I haven't seen him before, because I haven't. I truly have not seen Darrell Revis play a good game. Like I saw him play against the Giants this year, and he had a pick six. And you know, if this guy could do what he's used to doing, then I think he'll be on my top 10 list.
And like one thing is, 2 years ago, Darrell Revis, he was like probably one of the best D-backs in the league. And then I think what happened, I didn't see much from this season, or this like past season you could say, because he was like wanting to be the highest paid player in the NFL. I don't remember what happened about that, but I think that kind of set him off a bit, as in like that was one of the reasons why he didn't do good. He might have been missing some practice time or whatever. I can't remember what happened. And like I don't think he had he didn't have as good a season before, I think.
Well, if y'all are wondering, if you've seen the top left-hand corner, it says top performing players of 2012, but this is basically going into the 2013 season, so don't make it look confused. Don't say, well, you're doing a 2013 video, right? No, I told you in the beginning of the video, this is my opinion of these players. The sixth guy, who I've never heard of in my life, but I've heard a lot about him, is DeMarcus Ware.
He is a Cowboys, I believe, defensive lineman, and he has some true potential, I think, to be a Hall of Famer. Because it's just like Tom Brady, their team hasn't been good enough to win a Super Bowl.
I have a stats here. It says he was second in the league 2011 with 19 sacks, and he's averaged 14 sacks, which is actually not bad, given the 16 game season. But I'll probably watch him this year if he's on Monday Night Football, and I guess I will see what he does here. The next guy I have, sorry, what were you saying?
Tell me if I'm wrong. I believe Justin Tucker, the New York Giants, had the most, or someone on the Giants had the most sacks.
I will look that up for you. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and I'll look up the one for you so you guys can see on what me and Courthouse are doing. But the number 7 guy who I'm going to start off talking about is Larry Fitzgerald. Now, this guy is an amazing wide receiver. I mean, out of all the wide receivers I've ever heard of, this guy is my top of my list. I don't think he's number 7. I think he's probably number 10, but dang, this guy can catch, this guy can run, this guy can do anything you need. The only problem I have is that he's on the freaking Cardinals. I mean, that's not a good enough team. He needs to be on like the Vikings, like limited liability. He needs to be on a team that has great quarterback, great offensive line, and great weapons. And I think that he doesn't quite achieve the listing that is shown. So.
Well, actually, Larry Fitzgerald, I think, has to be like. You can argue with this, but I think he can be one of those contending with Randy Moss and Jerry Rice, because when he hasn't been that great of a team, he has made it to the playoffs. He hasn't made it to the Super Bowl, I believe. But what happened has he that's my train of thought. He's put great numbers like a team that hasn't really had a great chance of winning the Super Bowl. So he could be one of those pretending for a great. He's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay, your next guy you gotta talk about here, Courthouse, is the one and only Adrian Peterson.
I don't really have a problem with AP. It's just he fumbles too much and he gets injured too much. He's like Percy Harvin, but fumbles a little bit more.
Percy Harvin was a wide receiver, right? Though.
Yeah.
He retired a couple years ago, but I just think he's a great guy. You know, I was watching the Madden 13 top 10 running backs, and he was on the. I think he was like 94 overall, 96, 94. I can't remember.
Yeah, he's one. Yes, yeah, he's one of those high. I think he's higher rated than Matt Forte, I believe.
Yeah, Matt Forte's got 94. I think this guy's got 96.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But if Matt Forte's in the top 10, I'll definitely talk about him. But before I end this video, guys, this video's got 2 more people. I have 3 things y'all need to do. First, I will put an annotation for these 3. First of all, subscribe to me and Courthouse. If you don't subscribe, I will literally haunt you and kill you. No, I'm just kidding. I won't haunt you. I'll just make sure you subscribe. Follow both of us on Twitter. I'm following Courthouse. Courthouse is following me. My Twitter is my YouTube name. If y'all are knowing, make sure you link or like all the videos for both of our channels. If you have a comment or question about this video in particular, or just a comment, if you want to be on sort of a subscriber series with me and Courthouse, I'd be glad to do that. I would basically, me and Courthouse would basically have to just talk to you, and you could do a subscriber series, and yeah. I'm gonna kind of end this one short because the next 2 people I've never heard of in my entire life. But so I know.
Let me tell you this: if you don't subscribe to at least, if you don't subscribe to both of us, don't bother looking in your closet or under your bed. I'll be under one of those every night.
Oh God.
Doesn't matter if you live in Los Angeles and you live in Antarctica. I'll still be under every night.
Oh my God, you sound like a star. Well, anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Anyway, my name is formerly known as the 9 Champion, but I'm stopping that. So I have a new channel called theRaburnshow. My name's not Rayburn. I made it up because one of my friends told me to. I don't know if I'll be continuing my YouTube yet. I have to think about it, but in the meantime, you need to subscribe to Courthouse. Please subscribe to him. He's a good friend of mine. We're always in contact. If you got any questions for me, you can go to him on his Twitter. You can always Twitter me. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is your guy, The Rayburn Show. And I am going to be back with another series. Peace out.